Y'all see the title? Y'all see the thumbnail? I'm not gonna waste none of y'all time, so let's get straight into it. And I ain't gonna lie, before we even get straight into it, my thoughts are already on some. I done already been like looking into this type of stuff since I was 12, 13 years old. Like early YouTube days and stuff when people used to talk about like the Illuminati and celebrities and stuff like that. I always kind of been like a little interested in like just like listening to stuff like that and hearing certain stuff. And as time progressed, it's funny how I've started to see more celebrities come out and say more of the same stuff. So at some point, it's kind of like, then you even got another person that's saying stuff like this. Like, dang. And I ain't even gonna lie, it's an unfortunate situation a lot of people have been in. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the conversation. We not even 1 second into the video, but I'm gonna stop yapping for a little bit. Let's get straight into it.
You know, there's a short life in
Why do you think
world.
that is? What the creative side is?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space.
Yeah, I heard a lot of actors in Hollywood are like struggling actors. They be living in their cars, living on the streets, and they usually are more vulnerable to doing certain things they wouldn't usually do. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
And so eventually you're going to go too far.
Then they can finally get a chance to get a big break. They just got to do something that they wouldn't usually do, but they know they can probably become a millionaire now, of $200,000 plus or whatever. But they just broke. So 9 times out of 10, yeah, they about to do it. They about to do it. Y'all let me know what y'all would do in that situation.
You know, who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. You know, but when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability.
You know what that means? That means if you sit there and let another man bend you over and, you know what I'm saying, put that work in on you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, boy. Like, the thought of that is insane. The thought of that is insane. You can't get that up at, look, listen. My V card, which is my virginity card, which I know some people might try to be funny talking about vagina or something. No, my V card, your virginity card. Everybody know what that is. I wish I could have held on to that much longer than what I did. I think I gave that up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know if y'all want to know when I lost my V card. But yeah, I gave that up later than most people. But I wish I would have held on to it longer than I did. But my man card, I can't even imagine living without. I need that. That's a must. You need to be fighting for your life to make sure that you need to be on your P's and Q's at all times, because it's people out there that and I think it's really because at 12, 13 years old, that's kind of when I had discovered about Dahmer. I had knew about Dahmer before I knew it was Dahmer, because I had watched like an old movie. And I had seen like, what? And ever since then, bro, that put me on my P's and Q's, because I'm just knowing anything. I'm like, oh, no. I was already thrown off by the movie because early on at 12, 13 years old, I was seeing like this club and it was like nothing but men in it and stuff like that. And early on that threw me off because I didn't know what I was looking at. It was just, I think it was on Netflix at the time. And I was just up late, just clicking through stuff. And I was just like, what is this? And so a lot of that just threw me off. But y'all let me know. I can't even say what y'all think of the video so far. We only almost 45 seconds in, and I'm yapping. So I'm going to play some more of the video.
Your right to being a man. A man don't take it. A man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back.
That nigga said, I'm saying what I'm saying. And if you gay, you gay. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily agree with the lifestyle, but hey, do your thing. I would never treat a gay person any different. You know what I'm saying? It's all love all around. I'll never treat you different. You know what I'm saying? But if it'd be different if a gay person was trying to push that situation up on, like in my life, trying to push it on me, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? That's a much different situation.
Back, you come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater.
And then I know it was a situation with people that met up with him and like when he was younger, or like when they was younger and stuff like that. So I can only think like if I were to get an invite like that and I was trying to be a Hollywood star at the age I'm at now, I would be like, nah, like I'm good, big dog. Like with you, or even if I did go, I gotta have trusted people with me, and it ain't no drinking, ain't no none. At least not me. If I'm trying to get the opportunity with the whoop now, some people make it, or I've heard that they try to put you in situations to where like you gotta do certain things in order to whoop the whoop. I just want to have that opportunity then. I'd rather come home, we gonna make these videos and we gonna rock out. But even if I'm thinking if I was younger, say if I'm 16, 17, 18, 19, you know what I'm saying? Like how Justin Bieber and like Usher was, I guess, when they said they was even younger. I was put on to the way I think on this topic, I was already kind of on that just as a youngin'. Like if my drink wasn't next to me, if I looked away from my drink for too long, it might as well have been trash. I was always more into I want the couch that's on the wall. I don't want the one in the middle. I want my back against I need to be able to see everything in front of me. I've been on that for as long as I can imagine. And it's probably because I learned about Dahmer early on. So that just kind of put a shock in my head as just being young. I was like, yo, to me that was worse than death. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I can't have that happen to me. Nope. Not if I can control it. I can't let that happen. Let me know what y'all think.
Your desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid, and next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone.
And I think I had this conversation with other people before, and somebody was like, they felt like that was like insecurity. If that's what they want to call it, I don't look at it as that. If that's what they want to call it, so be it. I'm okay with it at that point, but it's not that. But I'm okay with it at that point because I would not putting myself in a situation like that is that's that would be traumatic. Let me know y'all thoughts though.
You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from, so maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, you know, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men.
In other words, you got to go in standing on business at all times, no matter what.
We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because
that's a lot, no cap.
Aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay.
I'm like, bro, I would have been like, bro, what's going on? You good? Matter of fact, man, I holler at you later. I probably even fist bump him. I holler at you later. No deal.
So then my assistant was like, you know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh.
I would have fought my assistant. I was like, why did I have to ask you for you to tell me that? We would have been fighting right then and there. What did you think he trying? You should have told me that in the first sentence. What are you talking about? You know how, if you my assistant, you know how I move. You better let me know. Boy, that's crazy.
Oh. Okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. You know, when you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything.
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is absolute. But listen, we've talked about it. We've had a lot of the guys on to talk about this stuff. Are you?
Even he's surprised. He's like, God, damn, I ain't know it was gonna get this deep. Yeah. Anytime I even see the word Hollywood, bro, or something about Hollywood, my mind automatically goes to like all that crazy stuff that be happening behind the scenes and all the drugs and stuff like that. That's what my mind personally goes. Y'all let me know, what do y'all think about when somebody bring up Hollywood or actors? Do you just think of your favorite actor? You think of your favorite actress? Or you just be like, you know what I'm saying? Or do it be on what I be on? You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know in the comment section, please.
You done with Hollywood because of this specific reason?
I'm still working. I still, you know, I haven't made the money necessary to do all of the other stuff. So I still have to go and do the Chitlin circuit. I still have to do the job that I need to. But eventually, I've done what I set out to do, which was to redefine the universe. I've proven what I've set out to do, and that's why I have all the patents. Whether they evaluate it or not, that's up to them. But I've done the work and finished it. Now I can go on and do whatever else we need to do. Hi, everyone. My name is Terrence Howard.
Great video. This is intense. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Shout out to Terrence Howard for, you know what I'm saying, locking down this man card at all times as he should. Let me know if that's what y'all on, or if that's not what y'all on in the comment section. Binge the rest of the videos on the channel. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to hit this 3K. Y'all stay blessed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.